Can we talk about corn for a second? I bet you've boiled it. Maybe you've tried grilling it. But have you ever tried sauteing it in a skillet? Here's why you should. Sauteing corn in a skillet gives you maximum flavor with minimal effort. Saute means to cook in a small amount of fat. What it's going to do to your corn is give it a roasted flavor. It's going to caramelize the sugars. It's also going to make your house smell amazing. I use this sauteed corn as the star ingredient in a summery chopped salad. It's a contrast of textures and flavors, all brought together by a zippy lime dressing. Let's do this. For a big shareable salad, you'll need 4 ears of corn, 2 avocados diced, 1 cucumber diced, 10 ounces of cherry tomatoes, 4 scallions thinly sliced, 1 cup of cilantro chopped. Mint works nicely too. And half a cup of crumbled cotija cheese. Feta is a good substitute. First, let's start with the dressing. 1/3 cup of fresh lime juice. That's about 3 to 4 limes. Add 1/3 cup of olive oil and half a teaspoon of salt. Whisk it all together and set the dressing aside. Before we cook the corn, I want to show you something I do with the cilantro. After you separate the leaves from the stems, take those stems and mince them up. We're going to cook them in the skillet after the corn comes out. We'll put them in with the scallions. They add great flavor and you have no waste. Okay, let's start the corn. We're going to shave the kernels right off the cob of your freshly shucked corn. Try to get as much of the silk off as possible, but if you don't fret. It'll just be a conversation starter because you'll tell everybody what that silk is for. You don't know? Stay tuned to the end of the video. It's gonna blow your mind. Now, lay the corn on its side and with a broad knife, shave the kernels off. Get as close to the cob as possible. Heat up a skillet to medium-high heat and add a couple tablespoons of olive oil. Add in your corn and spread it out so it's in one layer. You want to give it space so it doesn't steam. And if there's too much and it's piled up, then divide it and cook it in 2 batches. When it starts to sizzle, turn the flame down to medium-low and stir frequently so it doesn't burn. You'll see the kernels start to darken as they caramelize. Just be careful because some kernels will start to pop and burst if they get too hot. When the kernels are nice and toasted and your house is smelling great, remove them from the skillet and set them aside. Now, into that same skillet, you're going to add your cilantro stems and your scallions. Add a bit more olive oil if you need to. Cook these until they're softened, then let them cool before you add them to the salad. Now, let's assemble the salad. Mix together all the ingredients except the cheese and the herbs. Pour in the dressing and give it a toss. And finally, finish with your cheese and herbs. Give one more stir to mix it all together. This salad smells great. You have the toasted corn with the citrusy dressing, and when you dig in, you'll have the contrast of the crispy cucumber with the creamy avocado. And you'll have an excuse to tell your friends all about how corn silk helps make corn babies. Seriously, this is incredibly weird stuff. Go watch the video. Don't say I didn't warn you.